Hello everyone, welcome to ServiceNow tutorials. Today we will be talking about how to communicate between one widget to another in ServiceNow portal. So communications between one widget to another widget is possible in ServiceNow. So this topic is called as broadcasting in AngularJS. So let's get started. So for the demo, we will be going to create one page and create two new widgets, and then we will try to add some data in first widget and we will see the same data on the second widget. So this is my personal instance. Now I am going to create a new page over here. Now we got the page. Now I'm going to create two widgets for this page. Now we have created two widgets. Let's add these two widgets into the page. Let's see how the page is coming on the service portal. So now we can see two widgets on this page. So let's add something on the widget 1 and then we'll try to pull that information on widget 2. So we have created one anchor tag link. So basically it has one method. So when we click on this link, it hides or shows the widget too. So let's do that. So on the client script, I need to write $scope first, and $scope dot this function name equals to function. Okay. Now, so for broadcasting, we need a few more directives to the client controller. So they are, first of all, we need the timeout, and also we need root scope, and I think this should be enough for now. And next thing, what we are going to do over here is we'll take a new variable over here, scope dot flag. By default it is false. Okay, now we will make this flag to true, or we can say the reverse of that. So if it is false, as soon as I click on this, it will become true. Okay, now what we are going to do is now we need to pass this flag to the second widget. Based on that, we can hide the second widget. So to pass this to second widget, we need to write the broadcast syntax over here. So broadcast syntax is very simple. So you need to write a timeout function over here. So to set a broadcast value, so this is the syntax. First thing, we need a timeout function. And we can give the time interval. I'm giving 500 milliseconds. So then we need to set a variable and set a value over here. So $root scope dot $broadcast. So here we can set a variable over here and we can define the value for it. So the value, we know it's going to be a scope.flock, and we can set a variable over here. So toggle flag. Okay, so now we have created a broadcast variable over here. This can be accessed on the another widget. So let's save this and let's go to the second widget now. Okay, so before going to the second widget, let's see how the widget 1 looks right now. So this is how it is looking. So it's just a link over here. Let's give some break tags. So on the second widget, we have this kind of content in widget 2. So I am going to write a ng if condition over here. So if the flag that we have set over here, for example toggle flag is equals to true, then only show it, otherwise don't show it. So now we have written the condition in HTML. Now let's pull the information from widget 1. So the broadcast variable can be accessed on any widget using this way. So first of all, we need some parameters in the widget, which is scope, and then I think scope is enough to use the broadcast variable. So let's get the broadcast variable now. $scope dot $on. So here you need to set the flag that we have set over here, and then write a function. Now we can see over here what value is coming from the widget 1. So those things will come into the function. So let's define those as like event comma, you can give any variable name over here, widget 1 data, anything. So now we can see what is coming on the widget, coming from widget 1. Let's save this. Okay, So once this is done, what we are going to do is, so we are going to create a new flag over here, scope show widget 2 equals to false. By default it will be false, and then later on we can set based on whatever the data is coming from the widget 1, and save this. So we are going to use the same flag over here. Save this. Now let's refresh the page and see how it works. Let me open my console. Okay, now the widget 2 is not visible on page load, but when I click on this it should appear. So let's see. So when I click on it, it is saying the widget 1 data as true, which means from widget 1 the data set to this flag and it went to the widget 2, and from the widget 2 we can see the widget 1 data over here, whatever the value is coming. So now you can see this is coming as true, and we set the condition also correctly, but it's not showing. The reason might be it is treating as a string, but the values might be returning a boolean expression. So let's try to remove the single quotes and let's see. Or I can do this way, scope dot data dot, and then this way, and here c dot data dot. So let's refresh the page again. So now when I click on the widget 1, so it is returned as true, and also we can see the widget 2 content, whatever is shown written over here. And again, if I click on it, it should hide based on the logic that we have written. So let's test that scenario. You can see as this is returning false and the widget 2 is no longer visible. So this is how we can send data from one widget to another using broadcast method in AngularJS within the ServiceNow. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you like this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.